This is the Ms.FitVegan podcast, episode 449. It's very important that we are good to each other, that we are nice, and that we're kind as much as we can be. And we go out of our way to do nice, kind things for no reason. Because this is the only reason we're here. We're here on earth experiencing this very short, fleeting life. And you don't know when it's over, but you have what you have the time that you have, and the amount of nice, kind things you do for people that you don't at all expect anything back in return for doing. That is what you're going to be judged on. I don't believe anymore that we're going to be judged solely on our accomplishments. I used to hear David Goggins talk a lot about God. When he dies, he believes that God is going to have a chart. And this chart is going to say all these things. And then God's going to be like, wow, but I did not expect you to do this, or this, or this, or this, or this. And that's awesome. And I think goals are really important for your life. And if you're not working on them, you're probably not having the best life. You're probably a little depressed or a lot depressed. You're probably feeling very stagnant in life. You're probably not feeling good or fulfilled or proud of yourself or confident. I would know because I didn't do anything today to reach my goals. And I'm not happy about that. But I didn't do anything to undo any good things. Does that count? Like, for example, I didn't work on my book today, like I wanted to, but, I ate raw vegan, so I didn't, cause myself harm. I worked out, I got in nature, I did a bunch of good things, but I didn't do the thing that makes me feel like I'm here for a reason, which is, I didn't have any interviews today. I didn't see any clients today. I didn't work on my book. Yeah, I made a few videos. Yeah. So that helps. That helped. But overall, I don't know if I moved the needle forward today in any major way. And, it leaves me feeling unfulfilled. And that is a big part of life, okay? Goals are really important. But I did some nice things for some people today. And I think that's why we're here. You get so much more than the person gets when you do nice things. I think, watching my mom live her whole life, 75 years, being angry and poor and feeling bitter and never breaking out. Never breaking out of that. Very, very angry person. I know for a fact that the reason why poor people stay poor is because they have so little, and it's hard for them to give from that, whether it's time or energy or money. Especially let's just talk about money. Poor people, they don't give money to poor people or to homeless people. That's them. And I'm very sure, and it could just be my opinion, but I have a strong belief that this is why they stay poor. Because I've seen it. I've seen poor and middle class people that are very, very frugal and stingy and scared to spend money or give money away, or scared to help others when they are not, thriving. They're not millionaires yet. And I see they never really make money. And then the people I see that are always giving, that are always so generous, they're always making more money. And I think you have to give to get more. And I think this is why the poor stay poor and the rich keep getting richer. And yeah, there's lots of corrupt rich people, and I'm sure there's some generous poor people, but not many. I don't know. Could be wrong. But growing up poor, I never felt poor, because when I started making money, which I guess I was really young. Sorry, I'm yawning. I used to do a lot of random stuff, like 8 or 9 years old. I used to clean people's houses for money, very random things for money. And then when I could work, I worked. So I dropped out of school after my first year of high school. And started working at this place called Fun Time USA. And it was an indoor amusement park. And it was interesting because I guess they didn't care that I wasn't in school. Why didn't they ever ask me, aren't you supposed to be in school? Because I was working there all the time, during the day, at night, not just on the weekends. But anyway, I was a party attendant, and I was making a lot of money, and it was amazing. And I remember at 14, starting to give homeless people money, $20 bills. And I felt so happy to do that, because I was homeless for a very, very short time, okay, with my mom. And my sister I think she was with my uncle. So it was just me and my mom. Very short amount of time, but I never forgot it. And I remember, my mom sending me down the aisle of the train, the Q train in Brooklyn, New York. Okay. We would get on at Kings Highway. That was our stop. And I would have to walk down the train with a coffee cup, and my mom would be screaming. And my mom would be telling everyone that this brings back really bad memories. My mom would be telling everyone that my father was a piece of shit, and he abandoned me and my sister, and we had to raise money so that we could pay the rent, and I would have to walk around the train with a coffee cup. And I was so embarrassed. I was so mortified. Then I said to myself, I'm never going to be homeless, and I'm never going to have to ever beg for money, ever. And I'm never going to have children, because stuff could happen. And what if I'm poor and I have to make my children do this, or what if I have to do this with them? And so I vowed to get a job as soon as possible. And I vowed to never, ever put anyone in that position, especially myself, ever again. So hence you can see why I dropped out of school so early, because I hated being poor. I hated people feeling I just hated me. I was like, oh, people feel like they're above me. No, I felt like I was below everyone, and I still feel it. But that's been a very long, that was, 25 years ago. That was a very long time ago. So it's been an incredible journey to, I guess you would call me middle class now, where I live in a beautiful, condo on the beach, and I don't have to work a regular job. I work for myself, and I'm probably the only person, for sure, I'm the only person in my family that works for themselves that I know of. I don't know much of my family, but I know my mom, my grandparents, my great-grandparents, my mom's brother. He has 3 kids that are all doctors, and I'm the only one that works for myself. And I get to not only work for myself, but I get to do what I'm passionate about, what I was born to do. And I want that for you too. So I just filmed a YouTube video with my friend Kuba. Check it out. It is on my YouTube channel, How to Start Your Entrepreneurial Journey. Okay. And it is not easy, but if one person can do it, so can you. So if you're struggling financially right now, I've been there. I'm sure I'll be there again. Okay, because life is just ebbs and flows, ups and downs, peaks and valleys. And if you are in the middle of a burden, count your blessings, because blessings are on their way. And if you're in the middle of a blessing, count your blessings, because a burden is on its way. You see how that works, right? That's just life. That's what life is. And the only constant in life is the goodness that you can bring to others. Even if you don't have any money, if you don't have any means to help someone out in that way, you have so many things you can do for people. You can compliment them. You can send them a text or make a phone call. You can send them a postcard. You can tell them how beautiful they are. You can tell them how much they inspire you. You can email them, okay? Say you have anxiety, social anxiety like I do. Picking up the phone is very difficult. Email them. Send them a goddamn email. Instagram them. Reach out to one person a day and give them a real compliment. A compliment that is real and authentic, and that you normally wouldn't say. It might make them uncomfortable. Tell them how much they mean to you and how much they inspire you, and just how goddamn beautiful they are, because they're not hearing it as much as they should. And you're not hearing it either. I know. So give yourself one too. Every day, compliment yourself and someone, and just please try to be kind and nice to people. Stop criticizing people. Don't write hate comments on the internet. Okay, if you have something you want to get off your chest, make your own video. Make videos. Write a blog. Create content to get stuff off your chest that means something to you. But don't write hate comments and criticize. Don't write comments to criticize people that are doing things on the internet, okay, that you're not fucking doing. And also, don't just do things for people that can do good things for you, that you're in relationships with. Do things for strangers. Buy homeless people food or give them money. Okay, sure, they might buy alcohol or drugs with that money. That's none of your business. If you're facing depression, if you're going through grief, one of the best things you can do is to get out of your head and make it a goal to help one person a day, one stranger a day. Whether that's a homeless person, giving them money, or buying someone the next cup of coffee, or buying somebody's groceries, or carrying somebody's groceries, or I don't know, opening up a door that you didn't conveniently need to open for them. Something every day. It will really help you, I promise. And you'll start to see the good in life and in you and in other people again. And you'll start to see reasons to be here again, and reasons why it's a beautiful, beautiful life. But hey, do whatever you want. I'm just telling you what's working for me in my extremely difficult time right now. This year has been truly horrific, because the loss of my sister came crashing down on me when I lost my mom and my grandma. It really hit me that she's gone. And of course they're gone as well, but she was my reason for living. She was so nice. She was so kind. And I just want to make her proud. And that requires me sometimes to get over my bullshit, my social anxiety. It requires me to put myself out there sometimes when I don't want to, when I'd rather just be alone. I just prefer being alone now, but you can't help people. You can't be nice to people when you're alone. You can't do anything for anyone when you're just in your room working on the computer. Yeah, okay, you can send them an email. Sure. But get outside. Do something for someone else. And I promise you it's going to help you so much more than it helps them. Thank you very much for listening. Sorry the sound isn't great. I'm sitting by the window and it's like 1 a.m. and the AC is broken, so I cannot close the window. But usually I do for the podcast. Thank you for understanding. I'm sure you don't really mind. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye, boo.